Hello everybody, and welcome to another War of the Spark draft here on the channel. This is a YouTube exclusive, so I really do hope you enjoyed. If you do enjoy it, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. It really does help me out a ton, and I truly appreciate each and every person that does so. Also, if you have any questions at all about the draft or the gameplay, be sure to leave that in the comment section down below, and I will gladly respond with my thoughts or answers. And finally, if you do want to join the team and support the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It's 100% free. It'll give you updates whenever I post new content if you choose to enable that option, and it's just a really great way to support the channel, and I truly appreciate each and everyone that does that. But let's get into the draft. I do want to say that today we are going to be trying something a little bit differently, and I'm actually glad we opened this rare because it'll fit right into that strategy. We're going to be trying to draft aggro. So traditionally in War of the Spark, I have been drafting a lot of control decks. I've been seeing a lot of control decks, but at the end of my last draft, I faced off against a very aggressive deck. It was so aggressive that he was running Sarkhan's Catharsis, multiple copies of what is essentially Lava Axe, and it got me thinking that that strategy might actually be relatively effective, because if you have a card like Sarkhan's Catharsis in your deck, 2 or 3 copies of that, there's limited counter spells, your opponent's not really gaining a ton of life, so you could potentially just burn your opponent out before they can do anything about it, and I think that sounds like a very cool thing to try out, at the very least. So I think we're going to be trying that out today, and what better card to start with than Neheb Dreadhorde Champion. It's a 4-mana 5/4, really great in an aggressive deck, and red is the color that I want to be playing. This can also let you discard your excess lands, and overall Neheb is just a very solid rare in the color that I want to be playing in this draft. So hopefully that means that I will be seeing red and can try some of these cool aggressive cards. We're going to be trying all of the stops, maybe get some of those whatever they're called, the 1-mana 1/1 Bane, whatever, 1-mana 1/1 lifelink hasters in there. We're just going to be trying to go all out aggression and seeing how that works. So Neheb is a great card. Trusted Pegasus is a card I wouldn't mind playing. I'm either want to be playing black-red or red-white, but we're going to be starting off with Neheb here. Engrath's Rampage is quite nice, but it's a gold card, and it's in the same pack as Neheb, so nothing's going to be past Neheb. But this card does get a decent amount of value. Spark Harvest, I think, is maybe a little bit better as a first pick because it's more flexible. And then Trusted Pegasus comes after those 3, I think. But Neheb definitely the pick here. Oh, did not click it. Okay, there we go. Okie doke. So now, looking out, maybe we could even play red-green, but I'm trying to look. Banehound is the name of the card that I was thinking of. That's a card that would be quite nice. Dreadhorde Twins gets 2 creatures into play. Pretty effective. Keeps me monocolored, and keeps me in red, which is the color that I do want to be playing. Giving my zombies trample means that they can push through for some damage, which is nice as well. Paradise Druid, I think, is a little bit better, but it is in a second color. There's a couple of green cards here. Banehound is a card that doesn't look very good, and I don't think it's very good, but I think that it's a card that I want to try out, at least try to optimize all these aggressive cards. Iron Bully would probably be pretty good in this deck just because Menace is pretty good. Let's just take the Dreadhorde Twins, though. Keep myself in one color, keep myself a little bit more open. Wow, Obnixilis is the perfect card for this type of deck. You can just kill their creatures and punish them for drawing the cards and keep attacking them with all your guys. Definitely going to be taking the Obnixilis here. 10th District Legionnaire is a good card. Maybe I would want to take 10th District Legionnaire. There's also a Spark Harvest in this pack, which makes me think that red-black might be more open than red-white. 10th District Legionnaire is quite good as well, though. If you have some combat tricks, you can just run away with a 10th District Legionnaire. I think I want to try the Obnixilis, though. I think black-white, like a black-red aggressive deck is like the perfect home for Obnixilis, and I really wanted to try it out for a little bit. So I think Obnixilis, the Hate Twisted, is definitely the pick if I'm trying for this super aggressive strategy. And there's a Sarkhan's Catharsis. I do want to try to play this card. I think it's going to be better than a 3-mana card that only puts a 1/1 into play, and better than a 6-drop. So I'm going to take the Sarkhan's Catharsis. We're going all in on the aggression here. Hopefully my opponent doesn't play Teos Shield Mage, because them having Hexproof would actually be relevant against this deck. But we're just going to try and go all out aggressive. We do need to make sure we get some early plays, so I wouldn't mind picking up a Dusk Mantle Operative. We aren't guaranteed to be in black yet, though, so maybe the Goblin Assailant, because they are kind of similar cards. There's also a Trusted Pegasus, if I was going to end up veering back into white. Trusted Pegasus is quite nice, and because I might end up in white, I think it's probably the correct pick. I could just give up the Obnixilis, and these are just very mediocre 2-drops. I do need to make sure I get 2-drops, but I think I won't struggle with that, and we're just going to take the Trusted Pegasus. Now, Grim Initiate or Sarkhan's Catharsis. I think we're going to take the Sarkhan's Catharsis and just stick to red. I mean, Grim Initiate's also red, but I think we want to stay in just get as many Sarkhan's Catharsis as we can, because that's just a win condition. Draw 4 of those, win the game. Another Sarkhan's Catharsis. Maybe that's just why my opponent did it, was because you can just get unlimited Sarkhan's Catharsis. We're just going to keep taking them. And now we get a Vampire Opportunist. Definitely taking that one. That's a good 2-drop because you can also drain them out in the late game. Chain Whip Cyclops. We don't really need 5 drops because we have so many Sarkhan's Catharsises. There's also Tideberry Giant, but we're not really in the market for that. Trusted Manticore is not insane. I guess we'll take the Chain Whip Cyclops, but we're not super happy with it. And now Banehound came back. Samet Sprint may be a card that we could play. It gives my creature haste, which is nice. So that's a nice upside. And then we're just going to take the 4-drop, so it can also chip in for damage. And we got the 2-drop back anyway. Turret Ogre is fine, and it does 2 damage if I control another big creature, but I don't really have a ton of big creatures, so just going to take the Goblin Assailant. And Grim Initiate came back last pick. Perfect. Whoo, let's go. So this is a great pack for us. It has a Tibalt in it. And what Tibalt does is and at this point we're almost, I guess not almost definitely, we could still play white, but Tibalt's a great card here. It makes it so my opponents can't gain life. It makes a couple of 1/1s that can ping the opponent. And overall, it's just going to be an effective card in this deck. I wouldn't mind any Hiri Stoneblade just to help push through damage early on. 2 mana deal 4 seems like a fine card. Definitely just taking the Tibalt here. And now we could take a Dreadmalkin, a nice little menace threat, or we could take a Goblin Assault Team, a hasty creature. Dreadmalkin might wheel. There's also a Vampire Opportunist. I'm not a huge fan of Dreadmalkin, though. I think we're going to take the Goblin Assault Team, just haste, and can get the opponent out of nowhere, maybe, and also grows my other creatures. Okay, there's another 2/2, but I think we're just going to keep taking Sarkhan's Catharsis, and that's just going to be our game plan. We'll get the 2-drops after. I'm not a huge fan of Herald of the Dreadhorde. It's not the biggest creature. We're just going to take a 2-mana 2/2. And now we will take the 3-mana 2/1 flyer that can gain haste over the Goblin Assault Team, I think. Actually, no. We could still just be a red-white deck. But I think Obnixilus is good enough. So how many 4s do we have? Saheeli Silverwing, we have Goblin Assault Twins, we have that guy. I think we'll take the Shriek Diver here. It's just a little bit cheaper. And now it's a choice between the Lazotep Reaver and the Spark Reaper. I think we'll take the Lazotep Reaver. Just more 2-drops. Always good to have 2-drops. And now it's between Heartfire and Blind Blast. If Heartfire deals damage to any target, we can go face. Let's go. More burn is better. And another Vampire Opportunist. I like it. And the Stoneblades came back. Oh, we were really cooking with fire. Ooh, Dreadmalkin or another 2-drop. We're going to be playing black-white. Dreadmalkin is really hard to block if you play it on turn 1. How many 2-drops do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right now. And these 2-drops, we already have a couple opportunists. Let's just take the Dreadmalkin, get as many 1-drops as we can. And we got another opportunist anyway. This deck's definitely going to be interesting. Gotta be said. Okay. Well, let's see. We can get this On-Crop Invader. We could get a Sarkhan's Catharsis. We already have 4 of them. We could just pick up a Spark Harvest. We will need some removal. And I think 4 Sarkhan's Catharsis is probably enough. We could also just pick up a Vizier, the Scorpion, though that's not insane. Let's just pick up Spark Harvest. We will need some removal. Krenko's incredible. Let's go. I would like to get the Unlikely Aid, but Krenko's going to be great in this deck. And now there's a Dreadhorde Twins. There's Burning Prophet. Another Heartfire. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 2-drops right now. Probably don't have to play the Silverwing. Probably don't have to play the Chain Whip. We could take Burning's Prophet. Works decently with some of our cards. Helps us find our extra Sarkhan's Catharsis and stuff. Let's just take the Burning Prophet. I think it's a good 2-drop. Right now, Jaya's Greeting. Good removal spells are premium here, especially because it's cheap and helps us find our real relevant stuff. Ooh, Bond of Passion. That's going to be great in this deck. And Lazotep Reaver. Banehound came back, as did Samet's Sprint. So we have 3 1-drops. So I don't think we need all that many. We don't need more 1-drops. Let's just take Samet's Sprint here. It can push through damage. Another Goblin Assailant. I like it. Ooh, On-Crop Invader came back. That's a good 3. It's hard to block. And we don't actually have all that many 3s. We have 1, 2, 3 3-drops. Yeah, let's take the On-Crop Invader over the Sarkhan's Catharsis number 5. And now a Goblin Assault Team. Heartfire or Nahiri Stoneblade. Let's take the Heartfire. We have a couple Lazo-type Reavers that it works well with. And Iron Bully for some menace. 3 on a 3-drop. Okay, folks. We've got the perfect deck here. We have all of the aggressive cards. Let's just look at our curve here. Tons of 2s. Let's just cut some of our worst cards. So, this is 4-drop. 1, 2, 3, 4 4-drops. Let's cut the Dreadhorde Twins. Those cards are just really easy to block. 1, 2, 3. We have 3 4-drops and 5 5-drops and a 6-drop. 1, 2, 3, 4 3-drops. And then we have a lot of cheap cards. Let's cut the Samet Sprint and one of the Goblin Assailants. We have 3 Vampire Opportunists, so we can still afford to run 17 lands. Also, Neheb can discard extra lands. I think we definitely, we want more mountains and swamps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's cut 1 Heartfire. We don't have all that many creatures to sacrifice. We already have a lot of sack outlets. 1. Let's cut Banehound. We got better 1-drops. We got Grim Initiate and Dreadmalkin, so having 2 1-drops is enough, I think. So, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We could also cut the Stoneblades, potentially. We can cut a Goblin Assault team. Maybe we don't want Bond of Passion. It just seems pretty decent. If we cut Bond of Passion, we could cut a land. And then a Goblin Assailant. So now we have... How many creatures do we have? We have 15 creatures. So we have 1, 2 1-drops. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 2-drops, which is definitely enough. 1, 2, 3, 4 3-drops, 5 3-drops, and then 1, 2. We can probably cut a 3-drop for a 4-drop. We can add a Goblin Assault team over an Iron Bully. Yeah, let's run it like this. This is great. I kind of want to get an extra mountain in here, but I don't want to cut any swamps. So, yeah, let's try out this all-out aggro plan. I think it's going to be interesting for sure. Definitely a new experience. Sarkhan's Catharsis is definitely a card to try out. But all-out aggressive decks are generally a lot of fun, and this one should be no different. We'll definitely play first. And this is a great hand. We have 1-drop into 2-drop into 3-drop. Perfect. Oh, and Kranko. That's a much better 3-drop than the one we had. Hopefully, if they play a 2-drop, we can kill it. If they don't play a 2-drop, then we can kill that 3-drop probably with Jaya's Greeting, so sure. We'll draw a land. Work up towards our Sarkhan's Catharsis. Boom! The opponent concedes. They can't beat Kranko. So green-white, eh? Opponent conceded the match. They don't want to play anymore. Our deck was too scary for them. Well, well, well. I'm liking the look of this, folks. Experimenting and trying new things is how you figure out if something's good or not. So this is a nice little experiment to test out. I think we should play the second Heartfire. I just realized this, but we'll test that in a second. Oh man, he won the die roll. Well, we're keeping this hand. This is a fantastic hand. 1-drop, 2-drop. We just need a 3-drop or anything else, and then we can play our Goblin Assault team. And then a Catharsis. Okey-doke. So, sure. We're going to definitely get it attack with everything when we play the Goblin Assault team. Or maybe not. So he'll eat one guy, trade with this thing. We've got him at a functional 10 because of these double Catharsis. Where do we put the counter? Let's put the counter onto this guy. Okay, our all-out attack plan is looking a little bit sketchy now. If we play the Goblin Assault team and attack with everything now, he will block here, here. Let's just go for it. We just need to get him down to 10. And getting into 15 is not irrelevant either. Because now a third Sarkhan's Catharsis just wins it for us. Sure. Okay. We didn't want to play this because we wanted to make sure we used our mana, and adding this didn't really seem like it did much for the board. We're not going to play this land because we want to... we will play it if we need to ever use this thing twice. But for now, we're going to keep it in case we can ever connect with a NetHeb. Wow, Sarkhan's Catharsis might just be the real deal. It's like, there's just not a lot of life gain. Sure. He just can't really ever attack me because my Dreadwalkin is so scary. Okay. And we will play that so we can hold up the Dreadmalkin activation. Okay, Charity Extractor is a little bit annoying. So if we attack with everything, he has to block this. He has to block this. Let's just attack with everything. So now he's at 2. Not sure if that was worth it, but now we have extra outs. Heartfire's an out. Charity Extractor does hit us, so he goes to 3. Oh no, he doesn't attack. Hooray! I think I want to have Bond of Passion. So I have Heartfire, 2 Catharsis, which just win me the game immediately, so I have decent odds of that happening. And then I have... yeah, I have time to draw him too. Because my opponent can't ever attack me. I guess he can attack me with this guy. Yes! I knew this guy would be good. I forgot about him. Boom! Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I guess I should have taken that 5th Sarkhan's Catharsis. Let's take the Heartfire in. Let's put the Bond of Passion in. Cut out a Goblin. Let's cut the Goblin Assault teams. They did not perform very well there. So I added Bond of Passion and Heartfire. Maybe I want one Goblin Assault team, but it just doesn't seem good if my opponent has a ton of creatures. Maybe I don't want that 6-drop. I think I have enough top end already. We'll add the Nahiri Stoneblades and the what was the other card? Heartfire. Yeah. Over the Goblin Assault teams. Yeah, we don't need 4-drops. We'll be fine. Whew. Face is the place, as they say. Nicholas is a beating in this deck. Oh, we'll keep this one. Oh, yes, we will keep this one. Hoo 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 hoo. We don't have any of our Sarkhan's Catharsis right now, but we'll just draw them naturally as the game goes on, and they're not great in the opening hand anyway. And the opponent does not have a 2-drop. That could be good for me. We'll continue to wait on the we'll wait on the Jaya's Greeting. We'll just play the Tibalt this turn. Get him down. Blast Zone A. Storev A. Okay, let's just get this Neheb going. Okay. This is our chance. So we're going to play Jaya's Greeting and then... actually, let's attack with everything first. And then use our Nahiri Stoneblades for maximum effect. So Stone Blades will target this and this, I think. We're getting through 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's just target these two to kill his board. And then we'll have a Kranko. And we don't actually want to discard when the Heb. And we're going to give Dreadmalkin a lot of fuel. Though the Blast Zone can kill it, so keep that in mind. Okay. Do I want to sacrifice this thing to get an extra 3 damage and kind of make him use this next turn? I think so. Ooh, we'll sacrifice the Planeswalker. Nice. Now he'll have to use his Blast Zone next turn, and he's at 9, so he'll use this, kill our Dreadmalkin, which we expected. But now he can't also play a creature, so we have some decent draws. Ooh, perfect. We can kill that Scry. Well, that was not exactly what I wanted to have happen, but we'll take it. And then we'll, on our upkeep, Scry. We'll kill Mowu. Actually, we'll just draw. He goes to 1. And he has to sacrifice his Snare Spinner or he dies. If we don't, we should have saved it, maybe. No, but then it's just even easier to pressure. Oh, he doesn't have to sacrifice the Snare Spinner. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, man, we're so close. Let's just kill this thing because it gains him life. Oh, man, we don't need a second Heartfire. We just need a creature. Oh, man. This is working out nicely. Oh, dear. Come on, creature. So he's going to gain 2. He's still dead if I draw a creature next turn. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, man. Just need a creature. Any creature. Oh, no. Oh, this is so dumb. We all know this is BS. All I needed was a creature in my 16 land deck that has 15 creatures, but you know. Wow, perfect timing creature. Oh, he messed it up. Get wrecked, noob. He didn't play around the Heartfire. Haha! Yes! Oh, we got him. Oh, we got him. Punished to the max, Moray. Whew. Always kill you, gain the life if you're not going to do anything else anyway. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Let's see. Let's change the configuration. Let's get rid of 1 Goblin Assault team for the second Heartfire in the main deck. Just as much burn as possible. All aggro all the time. Oh, this is such a good hand. This guy represents 2 damage. This guy's probably going to get in for a hit. And then the opponent's just at a functional 10 life to start the game. And since decks are so slow, it's like he's not going to kill me before that happens. Or maybe he will. He's playing red. He might be in on the secret tech. Oh, yes. Let's play the on-crop invader. Because then we can play the Tybalt and sacrifice a token to ping something. If we need to. We're not going to walk into a Jaya's greeting here. Or a Heartfire. Yeah. We'll block ping face. Opponent is so far on that mono red lifestyle. And we'll ping the Grim Initiate. Wow, another Heartfire. Jeez. Killing off my Tybalt now. Brutal. Well, that's nice. I should have targeted the face. Now I'm going to be 1 point short and lose. Oh my gosh. That's brutal. I had a feeling targeting face would be good, but at the same time, you never know. We'll wait. We'll just cast Burning Prophet here. You just need to get through that 1 point of damage and ensure that that happens before we go too crazy with Sarkhan's Catharsis. Okay, red-green doesn't have a way to gain life, so... Sure. I guess they might have... I don't know. I don't think green has that many ways, has any ways to gain life. Wow, those 4/4s are cute. Definitely taking out the Goblin Brigade in this matchup. Yeah, it's so frustrating to lose to triple Sarkhan's Catharsis. I should have taken the 5th copy. Goblin Assault Team out. Goblin Assailant in. Actually, no. Bond of Passion in. On the draw, I could totally see myself taking one of his 4/4s. Was an excellent hand. Not insane against Grim Initiate, but Krenko's a good card. Ugh. Play the Assailant because it can actually kind of attack into Burning Prophet. This also just dissuades his attacks too, this Kranko. Because if he attacks, I get to attack him back. If we draw land, we can Shriek Diver up with haste. No blocks. He's probably going to Heartfire the Kranko. But now the Crunch can't attack. He 2-for-1'd himself. That's good for me. Okay. Let's get our flyer into play. We are a little choked on black mana. We want to draw another swamp. Speak of the devil. We have chump blockers for days. We'll chump once with this 1/1. Actually, let's just go for the trade. Because we have Bond of Passion and Sarkhan's Catharsis, if we draw land into land, we probably just win anyway. Because Bond of Passion is so brutal on this type of board. And we just kind of have to survive until then. Oh, that's perfect. Beautiful. That was a good draw. If it wasn't land, that's a good one. So he'll make it so that my token can't block, and he'll kill off Tybalt probably. Or he'll go face and Heartfire me. Sure thing, buddy. We're definitely jumping. Booyah. So now we can either draw Sarkhan's Catharsis, we could draw Ob Nixilis for the win. We're just close to killing him regardless, but Bond of Passion would do it because of the 2 damage. We can also just suicide in our Devil tokens and hit him with Shriek Diver as well. Oh no, I should have played Dreadwalkin first. No! Rats. Opponent might think they're safe. Actually, they're not really safe at all. Because any of my creatures are lethal, he has 3 blockers, and I need 4 blockers. So if he draws a land, he's just dead on board. Bond of Passion! 6 mana shock! Oh, so good! Boom! Let's go! He was dead anyway, but we had to go for that one because it was more reliable. And it was sick. Oh, yes. Oh, man, this deck is great! We're just massacring people. Sarkhan's Catharsis is the real deal. That guy that beat me showed me the way. And by the way, this is my first time trying this deck, so I'm sure there's like improvements that can be made. And I also don't want people to think that I like tried it like 6 times until I finally got one that worked. This like as if I was like it doesn't usually work and these are just happen to be matches that work out. This is my actual first time attempting this like kind of suicidal aggro deck. We'll keep this on the draw. We have a 2-drop. We just need to hit land, land, land. If we draw land into land into land, we win this game because we can Heartfire him. And then we can Sarkhan him 3 times. Well, we're going to lose this game, but I feel like we can win the matchup. Unfortunately, it was a... Oh my gosh. This card completely counters our deck. Oh no, they don't counter it when I target face. Perfect. There's the mountain. If we just attack face, he might not even block. Like with our on-crop invader. We just have to survive to cast all our spells. We're on a 5-turn clock. All of the 2/2s. So he didn't block. So now the question is, do I need to sacrifice any of these guys? Probably not. We're going to get a chump block out of them at least. Okay. So he's at 14, and then we draw land. We go put in 15. So we're going to go to 9. No, we just lose to these flyers. Rats. We're going to have to kill the Aven Eternal. Buy ourselves some time. Let's just concede this game so he doesn't know what we're up to, but yeah, that was just... If we hadn't missed a land drop, we just had a very sketchy draw. Okay. This could be the matchup for Goblin Assault Team. Bond of Passion's not looking good because of the Kasminas. Cut a Heartfire for a Goblin Assault Team. I guess Goblin Assault Team's garbage against Aven Eternal. And not great against Kasmina, so maybe that was just a really bad and pointless sideboard choice. This hand is sketchy. Probably should have mulliganed that. I just kind of snap kept it because it looks like a decent hand in practice, because this could scry you into more action and stuff like that. But yeah, I really should not have kept this one. Whoops. Whoops, daisy. Well, it's working out. I never doubted it for a second. I always believed. As long as he doesn't play Aven Eternal, we're set. Like any other 3-drop, please. Okay, that one's also a problem. Wow, that wrecks me. Jesus, Tybalt is so good against my deck. Okay, so we'll kill the Turret Ogre and scry into more action. Definitely don't want land. We're going to have to just make this trade, suck it up. Hopefully we can get a hit in with the Goblin Assault team. Maybe we were just supposed to sit back, but I don't think we can win this game if we don't just draw all spells and give ourselves a chance here. So he'll kill that with his flyers. And he'll attack with his 1/1s. And then Goblin Assault team will hit him for 4. Yeah, this game's over. His deck is just good against mine because he is a fast deck, but he also gums up the board thanks to his Eternals and his Tybalts and his Kasminas. This was a really not a great sideboard piece of tech, turns out. Goblin Assault team's just bad. I take 7. Or Tybalt takes 3 and I take 4. Yes! That's step 1 of our plan. Oh, come on! No! What? Oh, we died. That was such a good, brutal. Wow, Goblin Assault team is garbage. I am not playing that card ever again. It has been truly horrific every time I've drawn it, and it has never ever looked good. Not once. We'll just put another 2-drop in. Or maybe I don't like running just a couple 2/2s. Yeah. Jeez. Well, that was, yeah. We didn't even have a chance to try and win. We could have ripped, actually we might have died before we could have cast everything we needed to cast. Our deck doesn't do well against other aggro decks. It does well against control decks. Because Sarkhan's Catharsis is bad in the aggro deck matchup generally because you're not doing anything. But against low decks, it's great. Because we only need board control enough to do like 8 damage, and then we can finish him off with Heart Fires and stuff. Yeah, we'll keep this one. This is a great hand. On the draw, though. A little bit less good. Ah, Bedivere. Come on, deck. Give me the lands I need. I just need 3 more. Preferably red lands. You know, we really should just be playing 17 lands. I'm just thinking about it more. I have a lot of 5-drops. Well, I am fine trading damage with you. Okay, except when I don't find any land whatsoever, in which case it's not great. But Jaya's greeting is just waiting to say hello to you, Pollen Bright Druid. I think you'll like Jaya's greeting. She's a very affectionate greeter. She's a hugger. Jaya's a hugger. What can I say? She just has too much affection inside of her. If I draw a mountain next turn, I'm in fine shape. I think I'll just kill Mowu. Just give me a mountain deck. Or just the polar opposite of a mountain. A useless black 2-drop. But you know. We're not out of it yet. Oh, this is a bad sign. This is a very bad sign. Mowu's going to get huge. You know, more swamps is definitely exactly what I wanted there. I couldn't have just drawn a mountain. Wow, if I'd drawn a mountain, I actually would have been in good shape. I could have killed the Mowu. Taken 5. No, traded here. Taken 3. Played Ob. Killed this. Won the game. But, you know, it happens. I'll just have to add a mountain to my deck. He doesn't realize this has vigilance, I don't think. Mountain? Yay! I'm just hoping he doesn't have anything. Wow, okay. We'll double block this. The aggro deck taking on the control role. Do it. Finish me off. We're alive. Give me a mountain and I can play my Neheb. If he scries to the top, it's a bad sign for me, I think. Mountain? Or I could go Grim Initiate, Heartfire, Mowu. I actually kind of like that plan better. No, never mind. Neheb's better. Neheb is the best. I walked into that one, I think. That was bad. Never mind. I was not thinking of counter spells. Because who splashes counter spells, first of all? I guess he's just kind of playing straight 3-color. Oh, he puts it on top. I'm dead. Shoot. Question is, would he have countered Grimminish yet? I was thinking that the Hardfire plan gets wrecked by Dovin's Veto, which was the counter I got wrecked by before, but it's also uncommon, so... I have one out to live. And that was not it. The out, in case you were wondering, was my one copy of the kill spell. Up a mountain, down a goblin assailant, up a bond of passion, and down a random bad card. Let's just cut a Heartfire. Okay, we're just gonna run this. This is gonna be our new main deck configuration too, I think. It's just better. I've learned from my experiences, and there's a great hand. We have both colors. We have enough lands to do everything. Our opponent doesn't really know how aggressive our deck is because we had such a garbage draw that game, so hopefully we can get him games 2 and 3. Also, we're on the play, which is a huge advantage for our deck. Our deck really wants to be on the play. Doesn't do as well on the draw. Let's go, Dreadmalkin. Dreadmalkin can probably get in 3 damage or 4 damage even. Oh, with Kranko too. This hand is disgusting. Maybe I should have led with the Vampire Opportunist. Go, Kranko. And if opponent tries to play a blocker, we just Giants greeting it. This is going well. Not to be overconfident or anything. Sure. I should have played this before. I just wanted to hold up the Dreadmalkin sacrifice ability. Oh, man. Well, that was fun. Got him. We did win that game. Hooray. Huzzah. Huzzah, huzzah. I kind of want Nahiri Stoneblades and another Goblin Assailant. Make myself more low to the ground when I'm on the draw. But I don't know if that's the right approach, so I think I'm just going to run it back. I think the Stoneblades are decent-ish, but not really what I'm looking for. Let's just get this W. Defeat Bedivere once and for all. Bedivere is like, oh no, my opponent's way more aggressive than I even thought. He doesn't even know about the Sarkhan's Catharsis yet. This could be one of those Sarkhan's Catharsis runaway games. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. This hand is good. Oh my gosh, he sided in Wall of Runes. This man is a legend. He knows the tech. The secret tech. Guns go to secret place. Wow, he's on to me. This guy is a beast. He's a legend. Good thing On-Crop Invader can attack into both of those. Hopefully On-Crop Invader doesn't die. We're trying to bait out a no escape here. Because our On-Crop Invader is the really important one. Yes! That's a victory for me. Because this guy can attack into all of his shenanigans. And it has a good sacrifice fodder. Teferi. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Opponent. We're just going to kill the Teferi. We'll sack this to kill this. No, we can. He'll block here, and he'll block there. And we'll scry. Perfect. Oh, yes, this is the perfect scenario. What? Why didn't it give me a chance before damage? Well, that's BS. That was like completely stupid. We don't want to draw land right now. Oh my gosh, that was so dumb. That was really stupid. The worst part is we could lose because of that easily. Having an extra 1/2 lying around, especially when you have On-Crop Invader, definitely a relevant thing. This guy's sideboard plan is annoying the heck out of me. I'll sacrifice my 1/3 probably. And we'll sacrifice this guy. Oh, he doesn't even loot with Erratic Visionary. The Empire Opportunist could be a legitimate win con. 'Cause Sarkhan's Catharsis might have to take down a Planeswalker. Okay, that's a guy. We're going to save this Sarkhan's Catharsis. As I said, killing a Planeswalker could be a big deal. This is going mediocre at best. We are getting in some damage, though, which is important in this type of situation. Sorry if there's not much commentary. There's really not much happening. We had a kind of lackluster draw, sacrificed an extra creature for no reason, which is actually a big deal with our on-crop invader, because pretty soon I'd just be able to force jump blocks, but my opponent also sideboarded masterfully here. That's a draw. One, two, three, four, five, six. We want to scry. That could be good. We'll keep that on top. Essentially, we want to get to a spot where it's kind of tricky for my opponent to attack me. So he's going to hit me for 5, 6, 7 if he uses Proliferate. Which he probably will. Three, 6, 9. I go to 5. And then those two are lethal. Shoot! That was a good play. Courage in Crisis. Not a card that I'm a fan of, but... He's giving me a chance. Weird play, to say the least. So we're not dead. We go to exactly 1 on board. He probably has a removal spell because he has all spells. We know this. Because he kind of, yeah. So if he attacks with everything and then we top deck the 6 mana spell that we put in our deck, we win. You have to just block one of the ones that has a counter on it. If we top deck Sarkhan's Catharsis, I think we win too. Unless, of course, my opponent's holding like a Dovin's Veto or something. Okay, this is the draw. Sarkhan's Catharsis. I just want to figure it out. So if we do draw Sarkhan's Catharsis, he would go to 3. Then we attack with everything. He blocks, and he dies. Spark Reaper. Not good enough. At all. Spark Harvest, I mean. Oh. Oh, man. We actually would have put him to 1 life if we'd had the extra guy around. Opponent has no idea how close he was to dead there. We had like 5 outs in our deck. We had 3 Sarkhans and the Bond of Passion. We misbuilt our deck in game 1 and kind of got punished for it. I think the deck has potential. I think that the archetype is strong on Arena where you can get all the cards that you need for it. And you'll be playing against a lot of those slower matchups. I just think that our opponent sideboarded very well against it, so kudos to them. And we didn't have the best draw. We didn't draw multiple Sarkhan's Catharsis or multiple like big burn things. So it was a little bit of a lackluster draw. But anyway, that is going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you made it all the way to the end, say hashtag LavaAxe in the comments section down below to let me know you made it all the way to the end. LavaAxe, of course, being 5 mana, deal 5 to the opponent, which basically was Sarkhan's Catharsis. But let's see what we get in our packs, and hopefully we open some cool stuff. And we also misbuilt our deck a little bit earlier on in the rounds. So that's partly why we lost the previous opponent too. Ooh, Fibble Fip. The more I say it, the better I get at saying it. Funny how that works. We didn't open a single Sarkhan's Catharsis in these packs, which is annoying. Ooh, Casualties of War. That's a sweet one. And ooh, a Mythic Wild card. Perfect way to end it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you next time.